Today I'm going to show you how to install the Google Site Kit to your website in order to analyze what is going on Google with your website and how that traffic that is coming to Google is getting there and what they do once they arrive at your website. The Google Site Kit, the bits that we are interested from that, or they have a series of tools, are Search Console, which used to be called Google Webmaster Tools, and Google Analytics, also PageSpeed, as that does relate to an upcoming algorithm change that we're going to see in May from Google, which is going to be critical to your site's continued success, especially if you have a site that's older than a couple of years, that may no longer be compliant with the things that Google are looking for. I fired up a test site here. I'm going to show you how to install the plugin. If you have one of our websites, you simply go to your dashboard, click on plugins, and you're going to find that within the list here by typing Site Kit. Site Kit by Google, and you're just going to activate the plugin. If you don't have one of our websites, but you do have a WordPress site elsewhere, from your menu on the left hand side, you can click on plugins and then you can click on add new. When you get to the WordPress plugin store, simply type Site Kit up here. It's going to bring you all the plugins. You're looking for the one with a big G, like this, Site Kit by Google. You're gonna click Install Now. That will change to blue, and then you can click Activate. So back to this demo site that I've just activated Site Kit on here. Congratulations, it's been activated. I like to send the data to Google to help them improve the product, because why not? First step, it's going to confirm that we own the domain name. So in this case, it's Sitekit. It was sk.dev.chem.digital. I'm going to sign in here to our Google account that's connected to this, and just allow access to the Site Kit. Okay, so now we're going to verify that I own the domain. We own a lot of properties on Google, so this should just go straight through for us. If you're a bit new to all of this, or you've got a brand new site, then you might have to you might get asked to verify some other ways. If you need assistance, feel free to reach out to us. Happy to help. Set up the Search Console. Add site. So Search Console is that Webmaster Tools. Webmaster Tools tells us what your site looks like on Google, how it's displaying, where it's displaying, what people are typing into the search box to arrive at the website, how many impressions, which are the number of times that your listing shows up in the SERP, the search engine results page, versus and doesn't get clicked on, versus the number of clicks to where it shows up and you actually get a click. So Search Console is now connected. AdSense, this isn't one that we worry about for business sites, because this is monetizing your website using ads. So those square display ads that you've seen, or the banner ads that you've seen on other websites, that's putting those on there. This is typically something that a blog that gets a lot of traffic, or a news site would utilize to monetize the website, since they're not actually selling a product. If you are selling a product, sort of marketing 101 states that you shouldn't detract your visitors from the page by putting anything else on there other than that is important to the funnel that you're trying to, or the path that you're trying to send them down in order to convert to a customer. So I'm going to skip AdSense right now. Analytics. This is the behavior of visitors once they get to your website. So they've typed something into Google, they've ended up on your website. What happens next? Do they scroll down the page? Which pages do they go to? Which pages do they leave on? Do they convert into a lead? If there's value in that lead, how much value is there? So the value of a conversion, we can put some numbers against it to give you a good idea of how much revenue the traffic from your website is bringing your business. On this account, I'm just going to set up a new one. United States, this SK, that's fine. You'll put all your details in there, the name of your website, the domain name. Connect the service. So Sitekit's connected, then the services underneath are Search Console and Analytics. The third one we're going to install is the Page Kit from Google, Google Page Kit. That is going to tell you a lot about how Google sees your page. So they crawl the site with bots. These bots are just sort of automated computers, and a lot of times it'll be these days it's from. Just pause my video there. Here I'm going to click this little checkbox. Okay, accept their terms. Oh. My little recording widget is right in the way of that checkbox. Go to my dashboard. Right, okay, and then PageSpeed. So we'll add this service as well. That's connected. That's quite an easy one because Google, like I said, they use bots to crawl the site. It's more about what they see. So they, in this new update to Google's algorithm coming in May, things that they're going to take into account is the mobile responsiveness of the site, how the site responds when it loads. So if things move around on the website and somebody can't click on something before the whole page is loaded, like a menu item, for example, or that menu item moves, so the user experience is the site starting to load and something's jumping around, they're gonna hammer you in the rankings. It's really a good idea if you've got a website that's a couple of years old to consult with somebody. Consult with us now. Book a consultation right here on our website, CHEM.digital. Request a 30-minute consultation with our team. We'll sit down and go through with you any of the fundamentals of your website that are going to be affected by this, any improvements. We can just let you know. You don't have to buy any services from us. Happy just to consult and get to know you. Okay, so our dashboard here, it's going to take a couple of days to pull some data together. So we need some traffic to the website. Obviously, Google want to see some searches being done, and then they'll start to provide some limited sort of data. I'll give you an overview in here. This is one that we just set up on Friday at about 11 o'clock in the morning. There's been the overview of this site. There's been one click. I'm not sure how they got there. The performance is really the place you want to look at. So since they started, they might have had a day's worth of data, but 78 impressions. One click through to their website, 75 impressions on Friday, no clicks through, and yesterday, Saturday, 87 impressions, no clicks through. You can see here what they've ranked for, and you'll get the keywords for yours. Homes for sale, impressions 12, clicks 0. This is a website that we just took over for this client because she built a nice site, just hasn't seen any benefit from it. And you can quite clearly see here number of impressions. 12's not bad. We have some pages that only get 12 impressions in a day. However, they generate 6 leads. We have other pages that generate 2,000, 3,000, 20,000 impressions a day. And percentage-wise, they don't generate anywhere near as many clicks, but the subject is different. Quite interesting here in the Search Console. If I choose one of these, under queries here, you can see what the person typed in. You can see the page that they landed on. You can see the device that they're on, and if I move myself, the number of impressions here out of the way, how it showed up on the website. So this is the appearance on Google. It hasn't pulled any data on that yet, but give it a couple of days and take a look through those again. If you want walking through, if you need help installing this, if you want to talk about the results, book a free consultation with my team and we'll be happy to help you. I'll go to analytics now. This is a blank install of analytics, but you'll have just installed these if you followed the steps I've just presented to you. Number of users on the website in the last period, which is probably the last 7 days. number of sessions versus number of users. So a user would be a person, a session would be 2, 3, 4 times that user came back to the website within that period. Bounce rate is how long is if they're just leaving the site as soon as they get there, and the session duration. So if your average session, as I mentioned, I think from traffic from LinkedIn, people that are mostly just reading our blog posts, they stay on our website for about 7 or 8 minutes. People typing something into Google to arrive at our website spend on average about 2.5 minutes. We do, however, get a lot more leads generated, so conversions, from the traffic that comes in from Google, primarily, I think, because those people are looking for something active. So when you're typing something into Google, you're looking for something. So they're more likely to convert because the conversion is really them kind of getting what they want. On the social aspect, that's blog. So we're writing about something, we pique somebody's interest when they've scrolled through, they probably read the post, whether they wanted to take action at that particular time. The conversions are a little bit less. Hopefully our blog posts are inspiring enough to make somebody want to take action. You've got a lot of information over here on the left hand side of analytics, and I'll do another video to get a little bit as a follow-up to this, to dive a little deeper into both Site Kit analytics and PageSpeed and the upcoming Google algorithm update in May of this year. That is literally a month from now. I think it's the 15th of May. So certainly now is the time to take some action. If you've got a site, as I mentioned, that is over a year or two old, we should definitely take a look at that. Again, reach out to my team using the free consultation button or the form, which if you're on a desktop is probably over to the right. If you're on a mobile, it'll be underneath me. And certainly if you're on YouTube underneath me, make sure you click the subscribe button and hit the bell so you get a notification of upcoming videos. Just finish this off. Audience, these are the people that are coming to your website. Acquisition, this is how they get to the website. Are they coming from social? Are they coming from paid? Are they coming from ads? And or are they coming from email and we attach them to some sort of campaign? There's lots and lots of stuff that you can do on Google Analytics that's not just related to Google. It is the actions of visitors on your website and the campaigns that you're running, and whether those, and if Google Analytics is stored into installed into other services that you use, like Facebook with Facebook Pixel, these UTM codes that you can put in that will track somebody from an email, and which of your online properties they're using. Are they using your app? Are they using your website? Are they interacting with you in some other way? Behavior here, this is how this is what somebody's doing on your website. So they arrive at the site, what pages do they go to, what is their entry point, what is their journey, and where do they drop off. And finally, conversions, if we set those up, that is attributing some value or an event to the visit. So if we are analyzing and trying to quantify the traffic and the value of the traffic to your business, so that we can improve that, the return on investment from all of your digital efforts, then we would look to add some conversion events to your website, such as when somebody actually becomes a lead. That's the overview from now. I will be back with a couple of more videos on this topic. So again, if you're on YouTube, please subscribe and hit the bell. If you've got a website that's older than a couple of years or hasn't been looked at recently, or you've seen a drop in search traffic, please schedule a consultation with my team using the form to the right here if you're on my blog, if you're on mobile, or elsewhere, that form might be below me. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. I'll be back soon.